Welcome to Limitless Success TV, where we empower you to take control of your financial future. We all have a picture in our minds of what getting rich looks like: flashy cars, designer clothes, and maybe even a few luxury items that scream success. The world often celebrates wealth that is worn on the sleeve for everyone to see. But what if I told you that you don't have to wear your wealth to prove it? What if the secret to true success lies in building your empire quietly, living beneath the radar, and letting your actions speak louder than any flashy display? Imagine this. You go about your daily life just like everyone else. You go to work, you come home, and you follow your routine. But behind the scenes, you're slowly, steadily, and quietly building something extraordinary, an empire of your own. No one needs to know the details of your side hustle, your investments, or your businesses. You don't need to be on social media showing off your latest achievements or purchases. Instead, you focus on what truly matters, growing your wealth in the background, without the need for constant validation. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, in today's video, we're diving into 9 incredibly effective, yet simple hacks that will allow you to get rich without anyone noticing. These are strategies used by some of the wealthiest and most successful individuals who choose to stay low-key while amassing fortunes. I'll be sharing not only these hacks but also my personal insights and experiences to help you understand how to implement them in your own life. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap for building wealth in a way that most people overlook, and you'll be able to do it with a quiet confidence that ensures your success. But here's the catch. This journey isn't about showing off or chasing the next flashy trend. It's about making smart, calculated moves, and living in a way that reflects your ambition without drawing unnecessary attention. It's about creating something lasting and meaningful without the world needing to know every step you take. This is what I want to show you today: how you can keep your wealth building process under wraps, yet still achieve massive success. In fact, the wealthiest people I know didn't get rich by buying flashy cars or wearing expensive jewelry. Instead, they made strategic decisions, chose low-key lifestyles, and made their money work for them rather than working for money. They focused on investments, diversified their income, and stayed grounded while creating streams of passive income. And this is exactly what I'm going to share with you. You see, building wealth is more than just a numbers game. It's a mindset, a lifestyle, and a series of habits that, when practiced consistently over time, will lead you to a place where financial freedom becomes a reality. You don't need to put yourself in the spotlight. You don't need to chase after the latest and greatest. Instead, you need to focus on what's going to bring long-term, sustainable wealth, and that's what we're going to focus on today. I'm not here to give you unrealistic advice or tell you about get-rich-quick schemes. In fact, I'll be sharing the exact opposite: proven strategies that take time, consistency, and patience. These are real, actionable steps that have been used by countless successful individuals who chose to build their wealth quietly but powerfully. These are 9 simple, low-key hacks that you can start using today to quietly build an empire without anyone even realizing it. So, if you're ready to step off the beaten path, take control of your finances, and start building wealth the smart, quiet way, make sure to stick around until the end of this video. I promise, you won't want to miss a single word of what's coming next. Let's jump right into the first hack. Hack 1. Stay low-key. When it comes to building lasting wealth, the first and most important principle is to stay low-key. This means living below your means and resisting the temptation to show off your wealth. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that wealth equals flashy possessions, the luxury cars, designer clothes, and the latest gadgets. But let me tell you, that kind of thinking will only hinder your wealth-building journey in the long run. In fact, it's often the very people who flaunt their money that struggle to hold on to it. Let's take a moment to think about it. How often do we see people getting a raise, a bonus, or coming into some unexpected money, and the very first thing they do is rush out to buy something flashy? Maybe it's a new car or a brand new wardrobe full of high-end brands. At first, it may feel good. You're treating yourself and rewarding your hard work. But here's the thing. Buying expensive items just to look wealthy only leaves you with less money to invest in your future. You see, when you start earning more, the pressure to spend more increases. It's what's often referred to as lifestyle inflation, when your expenses rise in proportion to your income. But this is a trap. Rather than buying into the flashy lifestyle, you need to take a step back and think long-term. The real power in building wealth comes from staying humble and keeping your lifestyle simple. No matter how much money you make, I can tell you from personal experience. I know plenty of highly successful people who live modestly. They drive regular cars, live in comfortable homes, and wear clothes that are far from flashy. These people understand something that many miss. True wealth isn't about showing it off. It's about quietly accumulating it and using your money wisely. They don't need the world to know how much they make, because they're focused on something much more important: building assets that will continue to grow and provide for them in the future. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He's one of the wealthiest people in the world. Yet he still drives a relatively modest car and lives in the same house he bought decades ago. Buffett's focus isn't on spending money to look rich. It's about making smart investments that grow his wealth over time. And this mindset is something that anyone can adopt, no matter where they are in their financial journey. The key is to resist the urge to splurge and instead use that extra income to invest in assets that appreciate in value. Whether that's putting money into stocks, real estate, or starting your own business, it's about making your money work for you, rather than working for appearances. I've also seen many young entrepreneurs who get their first big paycheck and immediately feel the need to show off. It's a natural instinct to want to reward yourself, but it's crucial to be mindful of how you spend your newfound wealth. Rather than going out and buying a fancy car, consider putting that money into a long-term investment that will continue to grow. You might think buying that car will make you happy, but the truth is, it's just a temporary thrill that ultimately costs you money in the long run. The car will depreciate, the clothes will go out of style, and the flashy lifestyle will only distract you from what really matters: building lasting wealth. And here's the best part about staying low-key: it allows you to focus on what truly matters: building your assets. When you stop worrying about keeping up with others or impressing people with your possessions, you can redirect that energy into something far more valuable: your financial future. Whether it's buying real estate, investing in stocks, or developing a side business, the wealth you build in the background will grow exponentially over time. Living below your means isn't about deprivation. It's about being smart with your money and not letting consumerism dictate your life choices. It's about recognizing that your true wealth comes from the assets you accumulate, not the things you buy. Instead of spending your raise on the latest luxury items, take that extra money and invest it in your future. You don't need to impress anyone with your wealth. Let the results of your hard work speak for themselves. I've also seen people make the mistake of constantly talking about their financial success. Whether it's bragging about a bonus at work or boasting about their latest investment, this can attract the wrong kind of attention. Successful people, especially those who have built lasting wealth, know that they don't need to announce their success to the world. Their actions do the talking for them, and their wealth grows silently behind the scenes. By keeping a low profile and not flaunting your success, you can avoid unnecessary distractions and continue to focus on building your empire without external pressures. So, let me leave you with this thought: true wealth is about consistency, patience, and smart choices. It's not about flashy purchases or trying to look like you've made it. It's about making decisions that will benefit you in the long run, and the best way to do that is by staying humble, living below your means, and letting your money work for you in the background. Don't let the pressure to keep up with others derail your financial success. Instead, focus on the things that truly matter, and let your wealth grow quietly. Just like the successful people who understand the power of staying low-key. Trust me, if you follow this principle, your financial future will be brighter than you ever imagined. Hack 2. Flip money. Now that we've talked about staying low-key and living below your means, let's dive into another powerful hack: flipping your money into appreciating assets. This principle is crucial if you want to build wealth without drawing attention to it. Many people make the mistake of letting their cash sit idly in savings accounts or even in their wallets, thinking that it's safe. But here's the truth: money, especially cash, is a depreciating asset. As inflation continues to rise, the value of that cash in your pocket or bank account is constantly shrinking. If you want to build wealth quietly and consistently, you need to flip your money into investments that appreciate over time. Investing isn't just about making money today. It's about making your money work for you in the long term. When you keep cash in a savings account, even if it's earning a small interest, it's really just losing value. The inflation rate typically outpaces the interest rates offered by banks, meaning your money isn't growing, it's actually losing purchasing power every day. This is why the second hack is all about being proactive with your money. As soon as you get your hands on extra cash, whether it's from a paycheck, a bonus, or any unexpected windfall, don't let it sit there. Take that money and flip it into an asset that is likely to appreciate in value. The sooner you put that money to work, the sooner it can start growing. Let's break this down a little further. Flipping money into appreciating assets can take many forms. One of the most effective ways is to invest in real estate. Real estate is a proven long-term wealth builder, and it's an area I've personally seen people succeed in. I've worked with many clients who started small, purchasing single-family rental properties. Over time, they slowly built up a portfolio of properties, generating passive income while their properties appreciated in value. Here's the thing about real estate: unlike cash sitting in the bank, real estate tends to appreciate over time, especially in growing or desirable locations. For example, one of my clients bought a small duplex in a developing area for $150. At the time, the neighborhood wasn't considered a hot market, but it was starting to show signs of growth. Fast forward 5 years, and that same duplex is now worth over $250. Not only did the property appreciate, but it also generated steady rental income along the way. That's what I mean by flipping money. You take an asset that's growing in value, rather than letting your money sit in an account and let it work for you. But real estate isn't the only way to flip money. The stock market offers another excellent opportunity, particularly through ETFs, exchange-traded funds, and index funds. These are great options for those who want to see their money grow without having to actively manage investments or pick individual stocks. With ETFs and index funds, you're essentially pooling your money with other investors, and the fund invests in a diversified portfolio of stocks. Over time, these investments typically appreciate, often at a rate that outpaces inflation. The beauty of flipping your money into appreciating assets is that it doesn't require you to be a financial expert. In fact, consistent, long-term investments in these types of assets can be one of the simplest and most effective ways to grow your wealth. It's all about taking your extra funds and making them work for you. Even small contributions can add up over time, thanks to the power of compounding returns. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. What about the risks? What if the value of my investment goes down? It's true that there are risks involved in any type of investment. But that's exactly why I'm stressing the importance of choosing appreciating assets that have a track record of steady growth. It's not about chasing after the next big thing or speculating on risky investments. It's about consistency and patience. As long as you stick to investments that have a history of appreciation, such as real estate in growing markets or diversified stock portfolios, the chances of long-term success are much higher. I've also worked with individuals who've chosen to invest in things like precious metals or collectibles, both of which can also appreciate over time. It's not always about going big, but rather being smart and strategic with the money you have. Sometimes it's about starting small, understanding the market, and scaling up as you gain confidence in your investments. The bottom line is this: don't let your money sit idle. Flipping money into appreciating assets, whether through real estate, stocks, or other vehicles, is one of the most effective ways to quietly build wealth. And remember, this process doesn't happen overnight. Building wealth takes time, consistency, and a commitment to putting your money to work for you. As long as you're making smart decisions, your money will compound over time, and your wealth will grow. Real wealth isn't about flashy moves or short-term gains. It's about making strategic, calculated decisions that pay off in the long run. So, the next time you come into some extra money, resist the urge to spend it or let it sit in your bank account. Flip it into something that will grow in value and make your financial future brighter. Whether it's real estate, stocks, or any other appreciating asset, the key is to act quickly and smartly. The earlier you start flipping your money, the sooner you'll see the benefits, and you'll be well on your way to building lasting wealth. Hack 3. Stay off the radar of social media. In today's world, social media has become an integral part of our daily lives. We post everything from our meals to our vacations, and of course, our achievements. But when it comes to building wealth quietly and successfully, one of the most powerful hacks is to stay off the radar of social media. You might be thinking, but everyone's on social media. I need to network, promote my business, or at least share some of my success to inspire others. While these are valid points, there's a big difference between engaging in social media for genuine networking or business purposes, and using it as a platform to show off or gain validation. The truth is, the more you share, the more you invite unnecessary attention, and often, distractions. Here's the thing: social media has a magnetic pull. It's designed to keep you scrolling. checking for likes, comments, and notifications. It's a constant stream of updates and information. But most of the time, it's just noise. If you're not careful, it can easily become a massive time suck. Rather than helping you stay focused on your wealth-building activities, social media can drain your energy and attention. That's why one of the most effective things you can do to accelerate your success is to step away from the constant noise of Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn, especially if your business doesn't require a social media presence. Think about it for a second. Every time you log into a social media platform, you're bombarded with images of other people's successes, new businesses, extravagant vacations, or the latest trending topics. This can be a huge distraction, particularly if you're constantly measuring your progress against others. But here's the harsh reality. What you see on social media is often a curated version of someone else's life. It's not the full picture, and it certainly doesn't give you the complete story. People tend to share the highlights, the promotions, the luxury vacations, the newest car, or their biggest wins, but they rarely share the failures, the challenges, or the behind-the-scenes grind it took to get there. Let me share a personal insight. I've learned from experience that the less you share, the more you can focus. When I started in the wealth-building game, I was constantly checking social media, looking at what others were doing. I thought that by sharing my journey or comparing myself to others, I was somehow moving forward. But in reality, all it did was pull my attention away from what really mattered, building my assets and working on my own goals. The pressure to keep up with everyone else, the need for validation, and the temptation to constantly post about my success were all just distractions. I've seen countless successful individuals who made the choice to go monk mode, essentially, taking a break from social media to focus on their personal goals and wealth-building activities. By stepping away, they freed up time and mental space to actually work on building something meaningful. One entrepreneur I know, for example, decided to disconnect from social media for an entire year. His business was growing, but he realized that the constant barrage of messages, posts, and updates was taking his focus off the bigger picture. By going off the grid for that time, he was able to work on his business without external distractions. And by the end of that year, his profits had doubled. The key here is focus. Wealth is built through consistent, focused effort over time. If you're constantly distracted by social media, you'll never be able to dedicate the time and energy needed to build the empire you want. It's easy to get caught up in the validation game. We all want to be seen, heard, and appreciated, especially when we're working hard to create something. But if you can learn to embrace the process without needing to announce every step to the world, you'll be able to make faster, more efficient progress. Don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting you completely eliminate social media from your life, especially if it's part of your business strategy. But I am saying that if you truly want to build wealth quietly and effectively, you need to learn how to turn off the noise. If you're in the early stages of wealth building, where every dollar counts, you need to make sure your energy is spent wisely. Social media can be a huge distraction, but the right mindset and focus will lead you toward the kind of success that doesn't need to be shouted from the rooftops. Let's take another example from the world of high performers. Have you ever noticed that many of the top entrepreneurs or investors who are building generational wealth rarely share every detail of their life online? That's because they understand the value of keeping their personal and financial lives private. They don't need to show off their accomplishments to the world. They focus on building, making moves, and quietly accumulating wealth over time. So, here's what I recommend. Consider stepping away from social media for a period of time, whether it's a month, 3 months, or even longer. Use that time to refocus on your personal goals. If you find it difficult, start small. Maybe you can limit your social media usage to just 30 minutes a day or remove the apps from your phone for a while. The point is, you'll find that by reclaiming this time, you can channel your energy into more productive activities that will get you closer to your wealth-building goals. It's time to stop comparing your progress to others and start focusing on your journey. The moment you take your eyes off everyone else's highlight reels and put your energy into consistent, focused action, that's when you'll start seeing real progress. The path to true wealth is often a quiet one. It's about putting in the work, day in and day out, without the need for constant validation or attention. If you can master this skill, you'll be able to build your wealth in peace, away from the distractions of social media, and create the life you truly desire. Hack 4. Invest in index funds and ETFs. Now, let's dive into one of the most powerful wealth-building strategies that many of the world's wealthiest individuals use: Investing in index funds and ETFs. You don't have to be a stock market expert, a financial guru, or even a day trader to build significant wealth. In fact, you can invest in ways that are simple, effective, and far less stressful than picking individual stocks or dabbling in cryptocurrency. If you're looking for a way to grow your money steadily over time without getting caught up in the volatility of the markets, index funds and ETFs are an excellent choice. The beauty of investing in ETFs, exchange-traded funds, and index funds is that they offer a low-maintenance approach to investing that provides exposure to a wide range of assets. When you invest in an index fund, you're essentially buying a small portion of an entire market or sector. For example, the S&P 500 index fund tracks the performance of the 500 largest companies in the US by investing in such a fund. You're spreading your risk across many companies, rather than putting all your eggs in one basket with a single stock. This diversification reduces risk and increases the likelihood of steady growth over time. One of the key advantages of index funds and ETFs is that they require less effort and expertise than trying to pick individual stocks. When you're trying to pick individual stocks, there's a lot of research involved, analyzing balance sheets, profit margins, market trends, and forecasting future performance. It's a lot of work, and it's easy to make mistakes, especially if you're not deeply familiar with the stock market. On the other hand, with index funds and ETFs, you're letting the market work for you. You're investing in a broad spectrum of companies that have a proven track record of growth. Over time, as these companies grow, so will your investment. A great way to get started is by automating your investments. Once you've selected the right ETFs or index funds, set up automatic contributions to your investment account. This could be as simple as having a certain percentage of your paycheck automatically invested into your chosen fund every month. The key here is consistency. The more consistently you invest, the more you'll benefit from the power of compounding. It's like planting seeds in a garden and letting them grow steadily over time. Let's take a look at a real-life example to illustrate how this works. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, has long been an advocate of index funds. In fact, he has famously said that for most people, the best investment strategy is to simply invest in a low-cost index fund. Buffett has built his own fortune by investing in a variety of assets over the years. But he recognizes the power of index funds, especially for everyday investors. By making small, consistent contributions over time, you can allow your wealth to grow quietly in the background. Buffett has also advised that the best time to invest in index funds is during the market downturn, when prices are lower, and the long-term outlook is more favorable. Another example of someone who has built wealth using index funds is John Bogle, the founder of Vanguard, one of the largest providers of index funds. Bogle is known for advocating for low-cost investing, and he believed that index funds are one of the best ways for individuals to build long-term wealth. By consistently investing in a broad market index fund, Bogle turned Vanguard into a financial powerhouse, and countless investors have followed his advice to achieve financial success. Bogle's approach shows how regular, consistent investing in low-cost index funds can generate substantial wealth without the need for active management or trying to time the market. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, why not try something more exciting, like picking individual stocks or diving into the crypto market? And while it's true that some people have made significant profits from individual stock picks or speculative investments, the reality is that the vast majority of individual investors will find more success with the steady, long-term growth offered by index funds and ETFs. Investing in individual stocks requires a lot of time, effort, and knowledge, and it can be stressful trying to predict which stocks will outperform the market. On the other hand, index funds and ETFs provide a much simpler, more reliable way to grow your wealth without the same level of risk. One of the key reasons why index funds and ETFs work so well is that they allow you to capture the overall growth of the market, rather than relying on the performance of a single stock. Over the long term, the stock market has consistently gone up, and by investing in index funds and ETFs, you're participating in that upward growth. You don't have to worry about short-term market fluctuations, because the goal is long-term growth. As the companies within the index fund continue to grow and expand, so will your investment. The power of compounding is another reason why investing in index funds and ETFs is so effective. Compounding means that the returns you earn on your investment are reinvested and start earning returns of their own. The longer you invest, the more your money grows exponentially. It's not just about the money you put in today, it's about how your investments will continue to grow year after year. This is why starting early is so important. The earlier you begin investing in these funds, the more time your money has to grow. In summary, index funds and ETFs are one of the best ways to build wealth quietly and steadily over time. You don't need to be a stock market expert, and you don't have to actively manage your investments. By automating your contributions and sticking to a long-term strategy, you'll be able to let your money grow and compound without having to constantly monitor the market. Whether you're just starting out or you're looking for a way to diversify your investments, index funds and ETFs provide a simple, effective way to build wealth that doesn't require a lot of effort or expertise. Just remember to stay consistent, stay patient, and let the market do its work. Hack 5. Build multiple streams of income. Let's talk about one of the most important principles in building lasting wealth: creating multiple streams of income. If you truly want to accelerate your wealth building journey, relying solely on your primary job is one of the most limiting things you can do. While a steady job provides stability, it also comes with one major drawback: it's the highest taxed income you can earn. As the saying goes, the more you earn, the more they take. And this couldn't be truer when it comes to earned income from a job. This is why it's crucial to look beyond your day job and start building other streams of income that work for you. The truth is, relying only on a paycheck from your job will restrict your ability to grow wealth quickly. Sure, it's steady, but it can only take you so far. Whether it's because of salary caps or the fact that you're trading time for money, there's a limit to how much you can earn from a single source. But if you begin adding multiple income streams to your financial portfolio, you'll create a far more powerful engine for wealth creation. Think about it this way: when you have multiple streams of income, your money starts working for you from different angles. Some streams might require more work up front, while others, like passive income, may require minimal effort once they're up and running. But the key is that these streams provide more flexibility and security. If one stream slows down or faces a setback, you still have other income sources flowing in. One of the most effective ways to get started is by exploring side hustles. Side hustles are essentially businesses or gigs that you can start on the side of your main job. They can range from freelance work, consulting, and tutoring to creating digital products or offering services online. The beauty of side hustles is that they allow you to leverage your skills, hobbies, or interests to create additional income. And with the rise of the gig economy, there's almost no limit to the types of side hustles you can create. Take freelancing, for example. If you're skilled in writing, graphic design, or web development, there are countless platforms where you can offer your services to clients. Sites like Upwork, Fiverr, or Freelancer make it easier than ever to connect with businesses and individuals in need of your expertise. The best part is that you can choose how much time you want to dedicate to freelancing, making it a flexible way to increase your income without burning yourself out. In addition to side hustles, starting an online business is another excellent way to generate extra income. The internet offers so many opportunities to sell products. Whether it's physical goods, digital products, or even knowledge. A friend of mine, who was initially working a full-time office job, decided to start an online store. He sold products that were related to his passion for fitness. And over time, he was able to grow his business into a profitable venture. Not only did this provide him with an additional stream of income, but it also gave him the ability to scale the business and automate many aspects of it. For example, through e-commerce platforms like Shopify or Etsy, you can create and sell products with minimal upfront costs. You don't even have to keep inventory, you can use drop shipping, where a third party handles the storage and shipping of the product. This means you can run your business without the need for a warehouse or a large initial investment, all while creating an income stream that has the potential to generate money 24/7. Another lucrative income stream to consider is real estate investing, specifically rental properties. Many successful wealth builders have accumulated significant wealth through owning real estate. And it's a great way to generate passive income. When you buy a property, rent it out, and collect monthly rent payments, you're creating a stream of income that requires relatively little ongoing effort once the property is set up. Over time, the property will also appreciate in value, adding to your overall wealth. Even if you're just starting, there are many ways to get into real estate, such as through REITs, real estate investment trusts, which allow you to invest in property without needing to own it directly. The key to making these multiple income streams work for you is to focus on diversifying your sources of income. For instance, let's say you have a full-time job, but on top of that, you're freelancing in your spare time, investing in index funds, and renting out a property. If one of these income streams takes a hit, say, your freelance work slows down, the others are still contributing to your overall wealth. This is why diversification is so important. It ensures that your wealth-building engine keeps moving forward, no matter what happens with any single income source. In fact, I've seen many people who have built their wealth over time simply by sticking to this principle of creating multiple streams. One example that comes to mind is a friend of mine, who started with a full-time job in marketing. He wasn't satisfied with just earning a salary, so he started freelancing on the side and created an online course teaching others about digital marketing. He also invested in a couple of rental properties. Fast forward a few years, and these additional income sources allowed him to create a comfortable financial cushion, without ever needing to rely on his job alone. Over time, his online course has grown into a full-fledged business, and his rental properties generate consistent passive income. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out and build multiple businesses overnight. Building multiple streams of income takes time, effort, and patience, but the earlier you start, the more you can leverage the power of compounding. Once you have a side hustle or a passive income stream, you can reinvest the profits back into your wealth-building efforts, allowing you to scale even faster. Ultimately, the more income streams you have, the faster you'll build wealth. It's a snowball effect. The more you add, the more you compound, and the more freedom you gain. Whether it's freelancing, investing in real estate, starting an online business, or other passive income sources, creating multiple streams of income is a proven way to fast-track your financial success. It's about building a foundation that can weather any storm and give you the freedom to choose how you want to live. So, take a moment to think about your current income sources. What additional streams could you create to help you reach your wealth-building goals? The possibilities are endless, and with a little creativity and effort, you can start building those streams today. Hack 6. Use an LLC or trust for privacy. One of the most crucial yet often overlooked strategies for building wealth quietly is protecting your privacy. Using an LLC, limited liability company, or a trust for your investments is a powerful tool to ensure that your financial status remains private and your assets are protected. This is especially important if you own rental properties, run a side business, or have significant investments that could attract unwanted attention. By setting these assets up under an LLC or a trust, you can keep your personal information off public records, which is not only a great way to protect your wealth but also to maintain your privacy. Here's why this is so important. Privacy is key when it comes to wealth building. The less you make your financial affairs visible to the public, the safer you are from potential risks, such as fraud, identity theft, or even unwanted legal disputes. Let's face it, when you begin to accumulate wealth, people can start to take notice. And while many will simply admire your success, there are others who may try to take advantage of it. By structuring your assets under an LLC or trust, you shield your name from being publicly connected to these assets. In many cases, unless someone goes to great lengths to dig deeper, they won't be able to connect you to your wealth or property. A great example of how this works comes from the world of real estate investing. If you buy rental properties in your personal name, anyone can look up your name on public records and find out what properties you own. This not only exposes your assets but also leaves you vulnerable to potential lawsuits. If someone gets injured on one of your properties or sues you over a business dispute, your personal assets could be at risk. But by setting up an LLC to hold your rental properties, you're creating a legal barrier between your personal assets and your investments. If there's a legal issue with your property or business, only the assets held within the LLC are at risk, not your personal savings, home, or other investments. This privacy strategy is particularly effective in today's world, where personal information is more accessible than ever. The rise of online databases and public records has made it easier for people to track down your assets, which is why protecting your identity in this way is so crucial. For example, if you own a significant number of rental properties, a potential stalker, scammer, or even a disgruntled tenant could easily find your name and begin harassing you, trying to get access to your wealth. The less they know, the safer you are. It's not about being secretive, but about maintaining control over who has access to your financial information. Using a trust is another great way to protect your wealth and maintain privacy. A trust allows you to pass on assets to your beneficiaries while keeping them shielded from public scrutiny. This can be especially beneficial when it comes to estate planning. Trusts help avoid probate, which means that your estate is not publicly recorded in a court system. As a result, your wealth remains private, and you have more control over how your assets are distributed. You can also set up the trust so that it protects your assets from creditors or lawsuits, adding an extra layer of protection for your wealth. I've worked with many people who, after setting up LLCs and trusts, noticed a significant decrease in unsolicited attention to their finances. One particular case comes to mind where an entrepreneur had a successful side business but was always wary of others trying to take advantage of his success. He established a trust to hold his assets and an LLC for each of his rental properties. This strategy allowed him to continue building his wealth without the fear of his personal information being exposed or his assets being targeted. He was able to maintain his privacy and keep his financial life out of the public eye, all while continuing to scale his business and investments in a secure manner. Here's the bottom line. Privacy isn't just about avoiding attention, it's about creating a protective layer around your assets. The more you accumulate wealth, the more you need to consider how you're going to protect it. Using an LLC or a trust to manage your investments ensures that your financial status stays private, reducing your risk of becoming a target for scams or legal battles. It allows you to focus on growing your wealth without the constant worry of someone trying to take it from you. When you protect your privacy in this way, you are also ensuring that your wealth-building journey continues uninterrupted and safely, giving you peace of mind as you pursue your financial goals. Hack 7. Give anonymously. One of the most powerful yet understated hacks for building wealth is giving anonymously. Now, you may be thinking, but don't wealthy people give back to society by publicly showcasing their donations or charity work? While it's true that some choose to do so, there's something uniquely impactful about helping others quietly, without needing the recognition. The act of giving, when done anonymously, can not only make a positive impact on the lives of others, but it can also significantly shape your own mindset, reinforcing the very principles that are essential for long-term wealth building. Here's the thing. True wealth is not just about accumulating assets for yourself, but also about creating an abundance mindset. Giving back to those in need, whether it's through charity, helping a friend in need, or supporting a cause that resonates with you, has a way of shifting your focus from me to we. When you help others, you're cultivating a mindset of abundance. Instead of hoarding what you have, you open yourself up to receiving more, both financially and emotionally. The act of giving, especially when done anonymously, aligns you with the flow of wealth and success in a way that mere accumulation cannot. Take it from some of the most successful entrepreneurs I know. They understand that giving back, without the need for a spotlight, is one of the greatest ways to build wealth and positively impact the world around them. One entrepreneur I worked with started a foundation that helped provide scholarships for underprivileged children. The difference was that he kept his donations completely anonymous. He didn't want the recognition, he simply wanted to make a difference in the lives of those who needed it most. Not only did this act of generosity help many young people achieve their dreams, but it also solidified the idea that he wasn't in it for self-glorification. He was focused on creating real, lasting change, and that focus is what helped him continue to build wealth behind the scenes. There's another reason why giving anonymously works so well in your wealth-building journey. It helps you stay humble and grounded. In a world where social media is often a platform for flaunting success and wealth, giving without the need for recognition keeps your intentions pure. When you help others and keep it low-key, you're able to focus on your goals without distractions or the need to prove anything to anyone. You're giving for the right reasons, not for validation. This mindset shift is crucial for long-term success. If you're constantly seeking recognition for your good deeds, you risk losing sight of your true purpose, which is to build wealth in a way that is both meaningful and sustainable. Another powerful aspect of giving anonymously is the impact it can have on your future wealth. When you give without expecting anything in return, you're essentially setting yourself up for greater prosperity. This isn't just a feel-good concept, it's a law of reciprocity. By giving, you create an energetic exchange that can attract more abundance into your life. Whether you believe in the spiritual side of things or not, there's no denying that generosity has a way of circling back in unexpected ways. The more you give, the more you seem to receive, often in forms you didn't anticipate. This isn't just about charity, it's about being in alignment with the flow of wealth. The beauty of giving anonymously is that it keeps your wealth-building process out of the public eye, which allows you to maintain a low profile while still making an impact. I know several entrepreneurs who donate anonymously to various causes, from funding medical treatments for children to providing food for families in need. They've chosen to stay out of the spotlight, not because they don't want to help, but because they understand that the focus should always be on the cause, not the donor. This approach keeps their wealth-building efforts undisturbed, and it prevents their generosity from becoming a distraction or, in some cases, a means of showing off. There's also a certain peace of mind that comes with anonymous giving. When you give publicly, you open yourself up to external opinions, criticism, or even unwanted attention. However, when you keep your contributions private, it allows you to stay focused on what really matters. Your attention stays on your work, your business, your growth, and you don't get sidetracked by the need for external validation. This is a key part of building wealth, staying focused on your mission, helping others along the way, and keeping your intentions pure. Let me share one final example. I have a friend who has built an incredibly successful online business. Over the years, he has made substantial donations to causes he believes in, but he's always done it anonymously. He doesn't post about it on social media or try to attract attention to his philanthropic work. Instead, he uses his wealth to make a tangible difference without any public fanfare. Interestingly, his business continues to grow and expand, and he attributes much of his success to the fact that he's given without the need for recognition. His focus remains on creating value, building wealth, and making a difference behind the scenes. And this focus has kept his financial journey aligned with his values. At the end of the day, giving anonymously is not just about making a difference in others' lives. It's about shaping your own wealth mindset. It reinforces the idea that wealth is meant to be shared and that the true reward lies not in recognition, but in the positive impact you create. So, the next time you feel the urge to help, consider doing so anonymously. Let the impact speak for itself. And watch how this act of kindness and generosity continues to enrich your journey toward building lasting wealth. Conclusion. So, there you have it, 9 simple, effective hacks to get rich without drawing unnecessary attention to yourself. The key takeaway here is that true wealth isn't about flaunting it, it's about making smart, thoughtful decisions that lead to long-term, sustainable success. Throughout this video, we've discussed how staying low-key, flipping your money into appreciating assets, and building multiple income streams can set the stage for a quiet yet powerful financial journey. But most importantly, we've emphasized the importance of surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, keeping your personal life private, and continuously adapting to new opportunities and trends. All of these steps help you build an empire behind closed doors. One that grows steadily and with intention, without the need for external validation. Now, as we wrap up, I want to remind you that wealth is a journey, not a destination. It's about making conscious decisions every day, being patient with the process, and not getting distracted by the flashy distractions that surround us. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of immediate success. But true financial freedom takes time, focus, and the willingness to stay committed even when the results aren't immediate. Remember, the wealthiest individuals I've worked with or studied didn't get where they are by showing off every step of their journey. They made quiet, calculated decisions, built solid foundations, and let their results do the talking. And you can do the same. Whether it's through consistent investing, leveraging your skills to create multiple income streams, or simply keeping a low profile while your wealth grows, each step you take in the right direction will bring you closer to your financial goals. I truly hope you found these insights helpful. If you've learned something new today, or if you feel inspired to take action and apply these strategies to your own life, please hit that like button, share this video with your friends, family, or anyone else who might benefit from these tips. The more we can spread knowledge and help others on their wealth-building journey, the more we contribute to a world of financial freedom and success. And don't forget to subscribe to Limitless Success TV if you haven't already. We're here to provide you with the tools, strategies, and motivation to help you achieve your financial dreams. By subscribing, you'll be the first to receive new insights and tips that will continue to guide you on your path to success. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint, and I'm excited to continue this journey with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and most importantly, stay patient. Your wealth building journey is just beginning.